February 28, 2025. International airspace. 120 nautical miles east of Kamchatka Peninsula. 2:47 p.m. local time. 4 FA-18 Super Hornets conducting routine patrol. Carrier Air Wing USS Carl Vinson. Standard operations, international waters, sudden engine failure, lead aircraft, mechanical malfunction, double engine flameout, catastrophic, pilot ejects, successful ejection, parachute deploys, survival certain initially, but wind patterns, unpredicted, jet stream, westward drift, toward Russian territory. 3 additional aircraft, close formation, engine problems simultaneous, sabotage suspected later. All 4 pilots eject, parachutes drift west, Russian territory approaching, 85 kilometers inland, Siberian wilderness. This is worst-case scenario. This is international incident. This is rescue impossible. 72-hour SEAL team extraction begins. Navy SHIELD reveals operation that defied every rule. The situation assessed, 4 pilots down, Russian territory, deep inland, winter conditions, location, Koryak Mountains, Siberian wilderness, elevation 1,200 meters, temperature 35 Celsius, survival gear, each pilot equipped, cold weather clothing, emergency beacon, survival kit, radio. But environment, deadly. Exposure kills hours, wildlife dangerous, bears, wolves, terrain impossible. Russian response, immediate. Radar-tracked parachutes, search parties mobilized, Spetsnaz units deployed. Objective Russian, capture American pilots, intelligence value, propaganda victory. Diplomatic leverage, objective American, extract pilots, avoid capture, prevent international crisis, maintain deniability. Problem, pilots, 85 kilometers inside Russia, no diplomatic permission, no official channels, covert only. Decision made, SEAL Team 6. Tier 1 operators, plausible deniability, extreme risk accepted. According to Pentagon officials, most dangerous extraction attempted since Cold War. Success probability, 40%. 4 pilots, 85 kilometer inside Russia. 35 degrees C. Comment if you approve this mission. Planning Phase Hour 1-6. Intelligence fusion, satellite imagery, signals intercept, reconnaissance drones, pilot locations, emergency beacons, GPS coordinates, scattered 12-kilometer radius, forest terrain, Russian forces, 3 Spetsnaz platoons, 120 personnel total, converging pilot locations, time critical. Weather, blizzard incoming, 48 hours, visibility 0, ground operations impossible, window narrow. Extraction plan, SEAL team insertion, low altitude parachute, night jump, 20 kilometers from pilots. Movement, cross-country ski, winter warfare, 85 kilometers. Locate pilots, evade Russians, extract boundary. Time estimate, 72 hours maximum. Before blizzard, before Russian reinforcements, before capture. SEAL team selection, 16 operators. Team 6 Red Squadron, Arctic warfare specialists, survival experts. Equipment, cold weather gear, white camouflage, cross-country skis, suppressed weapons, survival shelters. Insertion method, MC-130J Combat Talon. Special Operations Aircraft, low-level flight, halo jump, 25,000 feet. Extraction plan, Norwegian border, 185 kilometers east, ground movement entire way, no helicopter possible. Support, CIA liaison, Norwegian intelligence, plausible deniability, off-books operation, deniable assets. This is gray zone warfare. This is special operations reality. This is calculated risk. Navy SHIELD tracks real covert operations. Who survives Siberian rescue? A. Navy SEALs. B. Russian Spetsnaz. C. Siberian wilderness? Drop your vote. Hour 8. Insertion. MC-130J departs Alaska. 6-hour flight. Low altitude. Radar evasion. Siberian airspace. Crew. 160th SOAR. Night Stalkers. Best pilots worldwide. Terrain following: nap of Earth, precision navigation, weather, marginal, clouds, icing, turbulence, extreme skill required, mission critical insertion, SEAL operators, final equipment check, oxygen pre-breathe, altitude preparation, jump readiness. Aircraft penetrates Russian airspace, 150 meters altitude, mountains, valleys, radar shadow, undetected, drop zone 20 kilometers from first pilot, forest clearing, snow-covered, night darkness, perfect concealment, jump execution 25,000 feet, halo profile, high altitude low opening, free fall 23,000 feet, parachute 2,000 feet, all 16 operators, land successfully, gear collected, team assembled, movement begins immediately, skis deployed, cross-country, Norwegian military, fast, silent, efficient, winter warfare advantage. First pilot location, 20 kilometers, 4 hours estimated, night movement, navigation precision, time pressure extreme, Russian Spetsnaz, 8 kilometers from same pilot, converging, race begins, winner takes pilot. This is special operations chess, this is tactical warfare, this is survival challenge, but wait for the encounter that changed everything. Hour 12, first pilot located, Lieutenant Jake Morrison, 32 years old, naval aviator, 8 years service, condition, hypothermic, frostbite beginning, conscious, coherent, survival training effective, SEAL team, provides warm clothing, hot liquids, medical assessment, immediate treatment, movement capable, intel update, Russian Spetsnaz 3 kilometers away, closing fast, dogs detected, thermal imaging suspected. Decision, move immediately, evade contact, second pilot 8 kilometers north, time critical, Russians close, movement, ski formation, pilot center, SEALs perimeter, silent, fast, professional, tracks covered snow. Hour 16, second pilot located, Lieutenant Amy Chen, 29 years old, fighter pilot, Top Gun graduate, condition, better than Morrison, shelter built, fire controlled, training excellent, morale high. Situation, Russian patrol 1 kilometer south, voices audible, searchlights visible, contact imminent possibly. SEAL decision, hide, camouflaged position, snow shelters, white suits, thermal blankets, heat signature minimal. Russian patrol passes 200 meters, misses completely. SEAL camouflage perfect, training validates. Crisis averted. Continue mission. Third pilot 15 kilometers northeast, fourth pilot 22 kilometers northwest. Time pressure, extreme. 36 hours elapsed, 36 hours remaining. Blizzard approaching. Extraction deadline absolute. Navy shield breaks down tactical perfection. Justified risk or reckless. Comment J for justified, W for wrong. Hour 24, third pilot located. Captain Mike Rodriguez, 38 years old, squadron commander, most experienced. Condition, injured. Parachute landing, ankle fractured, immobile. Pain severe. Requires carry. Evacuation difficult. Medical treatment, SEAL corpsman. Pain relief, splint. Stabilization, sled improvised. Cross-country ski pull. Russian activity, increased dramatically. Helicopters heard. Troop movements, perimeter tightening, net closing. Decision point, fourth pilot or extraction. Risk assessment, time calculation, weather deterioration. Commander decision, all 4 pilots. Leave no one. Navy tradition, SEAL ethos, mission commitment absolute. Movement continues, slower now, injured pilot, sled drag, 22 kilometers remaining, 12 hours available, possible barely. Hour 36, fourth pilot located, Lieutenant David Kim, 27 years old, youngest, first deployment, condition, critical, severe hypothermia, unconscious periods, frostbite severe, medical emergency, survival hours maybe. SEAL corpsman, emergency treatment, warming protocol, IV fluids, Cardiovascular support. Stabilization attempted. Situation: desperate. 4 pilots, 1 injured. 1 critical. Russian forces converging. Blizzard 12 hours out. Distance to Norwegian border, 145 kilometers. Time available, 12 hours. Speed required, 12 kilometers per hour. Impossible load. But SEALs, not quitting, not abandoning. No pilot left behind. Mission continues. Death or success only options. The march begins. 4 pilots, 16 SEALs, 145 kilometers, 12 hours. Siberian winter, Russian pursuit, blizzard incoming. This is human endurance limit. This is special operations beyond impossible. This is why they're called elite. Hour 48, 85 kilometers covered, 60 kilometers remaining. Exhaustion extreme, food depleted, energy reserves gone. Kim condition, stabilized barely. Conscious periods, fighting. Tough kid, will to live. SEALs inspired. Rodriguez, pain managed, uncomplaining, professional, grateful. Honor to serve alongside SEALs statement. Morrison, recovered, helping, contributing. Naval aviator toughness, fighter pilot mentality. Chen, leading morale. Jokes despite situation, team spirit, positive attitude. Leadership natural. Russian pursuit, fallen behind. Terrain advantage SEALs. Ski speed superior. Winter warfare expertise decisive. Blizzard, arriving early. Wind increasing. Visibility dropping. Temperature, 40 Celsius. Wind chill, 60 Celsius. Movement, slower. Visibility 50 meters. Navigation difficult. GPS critical. Compass backup. Dead reckoning. This is survival against environment. This is nature warfare. This is ultimate test. Hour 60, 30 kilometers to border. 12 hours remaining. Blizzard full strength. Movement near impossible. But SEALs, keep moving. 1 foot forward, then another, then another. Infinite repetition. Refusal to quit. Pilots, amazed. SEAL determination. Physical capability. Mental toughness. Beyond human seemingly. Chen later interview. I thought I was tough. Then I saw SEALs in Siberia. Different species. True warriors. Hour 66. 15 kilometers to border. 6 hours remaining. Blizzard peak. Wind 80 kilometers per hour. Visibility 10 meters. Navigation, GPS only. Compass useless. Landmarks invisible. Trust technology. Trust training. Trust teammates. SEAL team. Forms human chain. Physical contact. No one lost. No one left. Unity absolute. Movement, 1 kilometer per hour. Crawling pace. But forward. Always forward. Progress maintained. Norwegian border, close. Freedom approaching. Safety nearly achieved, but final test remaining. Hour 71. Border reached. Norwegian territory. Mission 95% complete, but Russian patrol detected. Final obstacle. Spetsnaz unit, 40 personnel. Border guards, alerted by Moscow. Orders, stop Americans. Diplomatic incident acceptable. SEAL team, outnumbered, exhausted, but 1 kilometer from freedom. Not stopping now. Will fight if necessary. The commander decides. Stealth attempt. Night darkness. Blizzard cover. Russian thermal imaging defeated by weather. Movement. Slow. Silent. Bypassing Russians. 200 meters separation. Voices audible. Fear absent SEALs. Professionals. Success. Border crossed. Norwegian territory. Russian pursuit stops. International law. Diplomatic constraints. SEALs won. Norwegian military. Waiting. Pre-positioned. CIA coordination. Trucks ready. Medical personnel. Hot food. Safety. All 4 pilots. Alive. Rescued. Safe. 100% mission success. 0 casualties. Impossible achieved. Time total. 72 hours exactly. Extraction deadline met precisely. Professional planning. Flawless execution. According to SEAL commander, hardest mission career. Every variable against us. But team performed perfectly. Pilots tough. Everyone came home. Drop your prediction. Should mission have been attempted? Was risk justified? What would you do? Navy SHIELD wants to know. The numbers that defined mission: 4 pilots rescued, 85 kilometers inside Russia, 185 kilometers ground movement total, 72 hours start to finish, 35 to 40 Celsius temperatures, 16 SEAL operators, 0 casualties friendly, 0 pilot captives, 100% success rate, 40% initial probability, odds beaten decisively. The bottom line: this 72-hour operation proves Navy SEAL capability beyond comprehension. 4 pilots rescued. Siberian wilderness conquered. Russian forces evaded. International incident avoided. Mission impossible. Accomplished. This is why SEAL Team 6 exists. This is American military excellence. This is never leave comrade behind. Will covert operations continue? Can Russia prevent future incursions? What's next for special operations? Drop analysis below. Subscribe Navy SHIELD. Real conflicts meet real coverage, where military operations become breaking news.